Okay, for the last rigid body tutorial that we're going to do, we are just going to explode a sphere. So we'll need to get a polygon sphere ready. We'll go ahead and just create a sphere here. And then over here in the inputs, I'm actually going to change this because this is a lot of geometry right now for us to deal with. And we're going to just make that a little bit less. So let's go over here in the subdivision axes and subdivision height. We're going to change that to 8. Actually, not 80. We're going to change it to 8. There we go. Much better. Much easier to deal with. So we have this sphere that we're going to explode. Let's go ahead and lift it up a little, and we'll put a floor under it. Go ahead and just make a plane. Let's raise that up to about maybe 50. So it's a pretty big plane. And then what we'll do is go ahead and go into your polygons, because we're going to just extract all these faces so that they're all separate, and then we can blow them apart. So make sure that your keep faces together is turned off. And then you're going to select all the faces. And then you're going to go up to Mesh, Extract. And now each individual face is a separate object. So that's what we're looking for right here. So now what we'll do is we'll select all of the faces of our ball. And we need to blow them apart. So what we'll use for that is a radial field. So I'll go back to my Dynamics menu set. And then with all of these selected, I'll come up to Fields and go to Radial. And that will create a radial field. I'm just going to go ahead and move that radial field up into the center. See how it sort of all turned all of it already into rigid bodies. So we've got rigid bodies already, and they've got our field inside there. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and open up the outliner for this. But I will reselect my faces of my sphere again, and then just deselect my radial field, because we also want to put some turbulence on here as well. So we'll select all of our pieces again, come back up to Fields and go to Turbulence. And then we can lift that up into the center of the ball as well. And then we can select all this and then just deselect our fields and put some gravity on here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then let's just see what we have, shall we? So we'll go ahead and I'm going to lengthen this timeline a little bit to about 3 seconds. That's 72 frames. And we'll just see. And right now, they sort of just fall down to the ground. And they also fall through this plane, if you can see that. So what we can do there is a few things. First of all, let's take this plane and make it passive. Make it a passive rigid body. That way things will bounce off of it. That's more like what we want. And then if you want to come in and maybe change the magnitude of some of these, maybe make it a little higher to blow it apart faster, you can do that. Maybe take it up even to 20. Maybe you want to take that radial field and turn down the attenuation. So turn it to maybe 0.2. Maybe that will blow things apart even better. And you can change the turbulence too if you want to. Let's see what happens when we turn it up to 10. So yeah, you can do all kinds of things with that. And it's just a quick way to do a little explosion. And then, once you get something that you like, then you're going to go ahead and select everything. Go up to Keys, Bake Simulation. Then you can have all of your keyframes baked in, and you can delete all of the rigid body nodes and your fields. And then you can do a play blast and turn it in. Thanks.